Welcome back to Innovaticalls, everyone. If you are new here, I am Professor Nicky Eshtiaghi from RMIT University in Melbourne. It is wonderful to have you here again. And before we begin, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with others who might benefit from it. Your support helps us grow this community and reach more students and early career researchers around the world. After we published the last episode about how crucial choosing the right research group is for shaping your future, a viewer reached out to me with a great question. Nicky, generally speaking, is it better to join a large research group with many PhD students and postdocs or a small group led by a single professor? Where can I succeed more? And the truth is, there is no definite answer. There is no perfect group. Every group, no matter its size, prestige, or resources, come with its own strength and its own challenges. What really determines your experience is the culture of the team, the engagement of the supervisor, and the way people interact, support, and inspire one another. So today, let's look at the kinds of the challenges a student may face in a both large and very small research group, not to discourage you, but to help you understand what to expect and how to thrive no matter where you are. Let's begin with a large group. In many universities, large research groups can have 10, 15, or even 20 PhD students plus several postdocs. At first glance, these groups are often look impressive. They may have strong publication records, advanced equipment, multiple projects running in parallel, and very busy academic atmosphere. Many students thrive in such environments because they have access to the wide skill base. If one project doesn't work, there might be another opportunity waiting. There are always people around to learn. But these environments are not perfect. One challenge students commonly experience is limited interaction with the lead professor. When a group becomes very large, the head of the group may be traveling frequently, attending conferences, giving talks, or managing administrative responsibilities. A student may find that most of their day-to-day guidance comes from postdoc or senior PhD students. While this can still be beneficial, some students feel lost in the crowd or feel pressured by the competitive atmosphere that sometimes arises in a very large team. If the culture doesn't prioritize collaboration, or if the motivation becomes more about outperforming others than learning, a student may feel isolated despite being surrounded by many people. Now, let's look at the opposite scenario, a very small group led closely by one professor. These groups can feel personal. A student may receive more direct interaction, especially if the professor is energetic, passionate, and fully engaged in the research. Some students love this because it gives them clarity, direction, and a sense of belonging. However, small groups also come with their own difficulties. In some cases, the professor may be stretched thin with teaching, administrative work, or other responsibilities. And sometimes the research group exists largely on a routine or external collaboration, while the professor's main passion has shifted to the other interests over the time. In this environment, a student may not receive enough scientific direction and progress can become slow unless the student is highly independent and self-driven. Without many peers in the lab, a student may also miss out on the opportunity to share challenges, learn informally, or receive emotional support from colleagues. So while the environment may feel more intimate, it can also feel limited if the group lacks momentum or active academic energy. So which one is better, a large group or a small group? The honest answer is neither is perfect and neither is necessarily better than the other. Success depends far more on how well the group's culture fit your personality, what kind of guidance you need, and how the leader supports the growth of the people in the team. But even if you realize the group you chose isn't ideal for you, it is not the end of the world. Many students succeed in an environment that are far from perfect because they learn how to navigate challenges and turn them into opportunities for personal and professional growth. Let's talk about how you can do that. The first strategy is to think positively. Instead of focusing on what you are not receiving, focus on what you do have. Recognize that this situation can help you develop independence, an invaluable skill for any researcher. Use this time to grow your initiative and decision-making abilities. Many successful researchers look back and say that learning to work independently was one of the best outcomes of their PhD. The second strategy is to find the support you need, wherever it exists. Not every supervisor is good at everything. Some are brilliant at designing experiments, while others are better at writing or analyzing data. Look around your network, not only within your team, but also outside your group. Reach out to colleagues in neighboring labs, connect with researchers in your faculty, make use of online communities. The important thing is to stay proactive while always respecting confidentiality and never sharing unpublished data without permission. And the third strategy is to identify your real showstoppers. Not every problem needs to be solved immediately. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed because we are trying to fix everything at once. Instead, focus on the one or two issues that truly stop you from moving forward and tackle those strategically. This approach helps you maintain momentum even during difficult phases. Sometimes, despite all effort, a student may consider changing groups. If that thought crosses your mind, approach it carefully. Ask yourself whether the situation is truly better in the group you are considering. Learn what procedure is at your university and approach the process diplomatically and transparently. Changing groups is not always easy, but it has worked for many students when done thoughtfully. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that you are not alone in this journey. A few weeks ago, we started sharing real stories from our community on Innovaticalls, stories that can inspire, encourage, and guide other students facing similar challenges. If you have a story to share, whether it is recorded as video, audio, or written down, we would love to include it in our upcoming episode. Your first-hand experience may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this episode with your friend, classmate, or anyone stepping into the world of research. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care, stay curious, and I will see you in the next episode.